And we're reading from this book, The Money and the Law of Attraction, Learning to Attract Wealth, Health, and Happiness by Esther and Jerry Hicks, the teaching of Abraham. And we are now on page, this is fun, 86. So moving forward, more to come in this feeling of our all alignment and feeling our own present, this newness of this present now that is always new and refreshed and just continues to be more and more in feel good now and better as we are aware of it as we're moving forward in the now. So good. So welcome each and one of you. So good to be here. So good to come together for co-create with ourselves and co-create with each other. So new day, everything is new and refresh. Everything is allowed to be more. Everything is allowed to be more in feeling good now and better. So happy, beautiful day, Jan. So good. Is spending money comfortable? A very prevalent way of looking at money was expressed to us by a woman who explained that she always feels uncomfortable when she spends her money. She had, over time, managed to save quite a bit of money, but whenever she would think about spending some of it, she would freeze up and feel afraid to go another step further. We explain, it is certainly understandable that when you believe that your money is coming to you because of the action that you are offering, and you also believe that you will not always be able to offer that action, you would want to hold on to your money and spend it sparingly to make it last. However, that feeling of shortage slows the process of more money flowing into your experience. If you feel uncomfortable with the idea of spending money, then we absolutely do not encourage you to spend the money while you're feeling uncomfortable, because any action taken amidst negative emotion is never a good idea. But the reason for your discomfort is not about the action of spending the money, but instead it is an indication that your thoughts about money in that moment are not a vibrational match to your own desire. A belief in shortage will never resonate with your broader knowing because there is no shortage. Any attention to lack of something wanted will always produce negative emotion within you because your guidance is letting that you know that you have strayed from your broader basic understanding of abundance and well-being. Happy beautiful day, Beza. Find a way to ease your discomfort. Find your way to ease your discomfort and eventually transform it into a feeling of hope and then positive expectation. And then from the stable place of feeling better, that feeling of freezing up will be replaced with confidence and enthusiasm. Whether you will focus upon the shortage of money or seeing yourself as having only so many years to live, and so each day that is expanded is one day closer to the end of your years, that feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the eternal nature of your being. In the same way that you understand that you do not have to attempt the impossible task of drawing enough air into your lungs to last all day or all weeks or all years, but instead you easily breathe in and out, always receiving what you want or need whenever you want or need it. Money can flow in and out of your experience with the same ease once you achieve that expectation of eternal abundance. All of the money that you want is available for you to receive. All you have to do is allow it into your experience. And as the money flows in, you can gently allow it to flow out. For like the air you breathe, there will always be more to flow. You do not have to guard your money, like holding your breath and not letting it out, because there will not be any more coming. More is coming. People sometimes protest as they tell their tales of shortage or scarcity, pointing out the reality of the shortage that they have experienced, witnessed, or heard about. And we understand that there are plenty of examples to point to of people who are experiencing shortages of many things that they desire. But we want you to understand that those experiences of shortage are not because abundance is not available, but because it is being disallowed. Continuing to tell stories of shortage only continues to contradict your desires for abundance, and you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus upon unwanted and receive wanted. You cannot focus upon stories about money that make you feel uncomfortable and allow it into your experience what makes you feel comfortable. You have to begin telling a different story if you want a different results. We will begin by saying, I want to feel good. I want to feel productive and expansive. My thoughts are the basis for the attraction of all things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money for my comfort and joy, which includes health and wonderful people around me who are stimulating and uplifting and exciting. Happy beautiful day, Tinaka. Happy abundant day, Tinaka. So good. Begin telling the story of your desire and then add to it the details of the positive aspects that you can find that match those desires. And then embellish your positive expectation by speculating with your good feeling. Wouldn't it be nice if examples say things like, only good things come to me. While I don't have all of the answers, and while I don't know all of the steps, and I can't identify all of the doors that will open for me, I know that as I move through time and space, the path will be obvious to me. I know I will be able to figure it out as I go along. Every time you tell your better feeling story, you will feel better and the details of your life will improve. The better it gets, the better it gets. How to change my point of attraction. Sometimes people worry that they have been telling the story of what they do not want for such a long time that they now do not have the time left in their lives to make up for all of those years of focusing upon the shortage of money. But they have no cause for worry. Although it is true that you cannot go backward and undo all of that negative thinking. And there is no reason to do that, even if you could, because all of your power is in your now. As you find a better feeling thought right now, your point of attraction shifts now. The only reason it may seem like some negative thinking that you picked up many years ago is having an impact on your life now, it's because you have been continuing the negative train of thoughts or beliefs through all of those years. A belief is only a thought you continue to think, and a belief is nothing more than a chronic pattern of thought. And you have the ability, if you try even a little bit, to begin a new pattern, to tell a new story, to achieve a different vibration, to change your point of attraction. Have a beautiful day, Monsieur, and Mother Mary Sunshine. Here, here it is too. Have a beautiful day, Mother Mary Sunshine. So where were we? Uh, just a simple act of noticing how many things you could purchase in this one day with $100 you're carrying with you would dramatically alter your financial point of attraction. That one simple process is enough to tip the balance of your vibrational scale, enough to show you actual tangible results in your attraction of money. Mentally, spend your money and imagine an improved lifestyle. Deliberately conjure a feeling of freedom by imagining what it would feel like to have a large amount of money at your disposal. You see, the law of attraction is responding to your vibration, not to the reality you are currently living. But if your vibration continues to be only about the reality you are living, nothing can change. You can easily change your vibrational point of attraction by visualizing the lifestyle you desire and holding your attention upon those images until you begin to feel relief, which will indicate that a true vibrational shift has occurred. So good. This is so good. My standards are mine to set. Sometimes, from an awareness of shortage of money, you think that you want everything that you see. A sort of uncontrollable craving rises within you, which tortures you when you do not have the money to spend, or causes even more distress when you give in to the craving and spend money you do not have, going deeper into debt. But the craving to spend money under those conditions is really a false signal, for it is not for it is not coming from a real desire to have those things. Buying one more thing and bringing it home will not satisfy that craving, for what you are really feeling is a void that can only be filled by coming into vibrational alignment with who you really are. You are currently feeling insecure. When you feel who you really are is someone who is absolutely secure, you are currently feeling inadequate. When you feel who you really are is someone who is adequate, you are feeling lack. When you when who you really are is someone who is abundant, it is a vibrational shift that you are craving, not the ability to purchase something. Once you are able to achieve and consistently maintain your personal alignment, a great deal of money will flow into your experience, if that is your desire, and you will very likely spend large amounts of money on things that you desire, but your purchases will feel very different to you then. You will not feel need or a void that you are attempting to fill with a purchase, but instead you will feel a satisfying interest in something, which will easily make its way into your experience. And every part of the process, from the inception of the idea to be full-blown manifestation of it into your experience, will bring to you a feeling of satisfaction and joy. Do not let others set the standards about how much money you should have. or about what you should do with it, for you are the only one who could ever accurately define that. Come into alignment with who you really are and allow the things that life has helped you to know that you want to flow into your experience. Does savings for security work? A man related us to that he once had a teacher who told him that to set money aside for security was the same as planning for a disaster. And in fact, the very act of trying to feel more secure would actually lead to more insecurity because it would attract the unwanted disaster. He wanted to know if that philosophy would fit in with our teachings about the law of attraction. We told him this teacher was right in pointing out that attention to anything brings more of the essence of it to you. And so, if you were to focus upon the idea of possible bad things looming out there in your future, the discomfort that you would feel as you pondered those unwanted things would be your indication that you are, indeed, in the process of attracting them. But it is absolutely possible to briefly consider something unwanted occurring in the future, such as a financial situation that makes you feel insecure as you consider it, which could cause you to then consider the financial stability that you desire. And as you focus upon the security that you desire, you may very well be inspired to an action that enhances that state of security. The action of saving money or investing in assets in and of itself is neither positive or negative. But a teacher would be correct to say that you cannot get to a place of security from an insecure footing. Our encouragement is to use the power of your mind to focus upon the good feeling security you see, and then take whatever positive action that is inspired from that place of feeling good. Anything that feels good to you is in harmony with what you want. Anything that feels bad to you is not in harmony with what you want. It is truly as simple as that. Some say that you should not want money at all because the desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. You are here in your very physical bodies, on this very physical planet, where that which is spirit and that which is physical or material blend. You cannot separate yourself from the aspects of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourself from that which is physical or material. All of the magnificent things of a physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. Happy beautiful day, aloha. Telling a new story about abundance, money, and financial well-being. So good. The law of attraction is not responding to the reality that you are currently living and perpetuating, but instead it is responding to the vibrational patterns of thoughts that are emanating from you. So as you begin to tell the story of who you are in relationship to money, from the perspective of what you do, or from the perspective of what you desire, rather than from the perspective of what you are actually currently living, your pattern of thoughts will shift, and so will your point of attraction. What is has no bearing on what is coming unless you are continually regurgitating the story of what is, like thinking over and over again the same story of what is. By thinking and speaking more of how you really want your life to be, you allow what you are currently living to be the jumping off place for so much more. But if you speak predominantly of what is, then you still jump off, but you jump off into more of the same. So consider the following questions, letting your natural answers flow in response to them, and then read some examples of what your new story regarding money might sound like. And then begin to tell your own new and improved story of your financial picture, and watch how quickly and surely circumstances and events will begin to move around you to make your new story a reality. Do you have as much money in your life experience as you want right now? Is the universe abundant? Do you have the options of having plenty of money? Was the amount of money that you would receive in this lifetime already decided before you were born? Are you now setting into motion, through the power of your current thought, the amount of money that will flow? Do you have the ability to change your financial situation? Are you in control of your financial condition? Do you want more money? Knowing what you now know, is financial abundance guaranteed? An example of my old story about money. There are so many things that I want that I just can't afford. I'm making more money today than ever before, but money feels as tight as ever. It just seems like I can't get ahead. It seems like I worry about money my whole life. I remember how hard my parents worked and my mother's constant worry about money. And I guess I all of that. And I inherited all of that. But that isn't the kind of inheritance I had hoped for. I know there are really wealthy people in the world who don't have to worry about money, but they aren't anywhere near me. Everyone I know right now is struggling and worry about what's going to happen next. Notice how the story began by noticing a current unwanted condition, then moved to justification of the situation, then looked into the past for more emphasis of the current problem, which amplified their resentment more, then moved to a broader view of perceived shortage. When you begin to tell a negative story, the law of attraction will help you reach from your present perspective into your past, even into your future. But the same vibrational pattern of lack will persist. When you focus upon lack in an attitude of complaining, you establish a vibrational point of attraction that then gives you access only to more thoughts of complaint, whether you are focused in your present, your past, or your future. Your deliberate effort to tell a new story will change that. Your new story will establish a new pattern of thought, providing you with a new point of attraction from your present, about your past, and into your future. The simple effort of looking for positive aspects from right where you stand will set a new vibrational tone that will not only affect the way you feel right now, but will begin the immediate attraction of thoughts, people, circumstances, and things that are pleasing to you. Now, this is the last one before I end this class. So, reading an example of my new story about money. So, just sit and relax and allow and breathe and listen and feel. I like the idea that money is as available as the air I breathe. Oh, this is good. I like the idea of breathing in and breathing out more money. It is fun to imagine a lot of money flowing to me. I can see how my feeling about money affects the money that comes to me. I am happy to understand that with practice, I can control my attitude about money or about anything. I notice that the more I tell my story of abundance, the better I feel. I like knowing that I am the creator of my own reality and that the money that flows into my experience is directly related to my thoughts. I like knowing that I can adjust the amount of money that I receive by adjusting my thoughts. Now that I understand the formula for creating, now that I understand that I do get the essence of what I think about, and most important, now that I understand that I can tell by the way I am feeling whether I am focused upon money or lack of money, I feel confident that in time I will align my thoughts with abundance and money will flow powerfully into my experience. I understand that the people around me hold many different perspectives. I understand that people around me hold many different perspectives about money, wealth, spending, saving, philanthropy, giving money, receiving money, earning money, and so forth. And that is not necessary for me to understand their opinions or experiences. I am relieved to know that I do not have to sort all of that out. It is very nice to know that my only work is to align my own thoughts about money with my own desires about money, and that whenever I am feeling good, I have found that alignment. I like knowing that it is all right for me to occasionally feel negative emotion regarding money, but it is my intention to quickly direct my thoughts in better feeling directions. For it is for it is logical to me that thoughts that feel good when I think them will bring positive results. I understand that money will not necessarily manifest instantly in my experience with the changing of my thinking, but I do expect to see steady improvement as a result of my deliberate effort to think better feeling thoughts. The first evidence of my alignment with money will be my improved feeling, my improved mood, and my improved attitude. And then real changes in my financial situation will be soon to follow. I am certain about that. I am aware of the absolute correlation between what I have been thinking and feeling about money and what is actually happening in my life experience. I can see the evidence of the law of attraction's absolute and unerring response to my thought, and I look forward to more evidence in response to my improved thoughts. I can feel a powerful leveraging of energy in being more deliberate about my thoughts. I believe at many levels that I have always known this, and it feels good to return to my core beliefs about my power and value and worth and worthiness. I am living a very abundant life, and it feels so good to realize that whatever this life experience causes me to desire, I can achieve that. I love knowing that I am unlimited. I feel tremendous relief in recognizing that I do not have to wait for the money of the things to materialize before I can feel better. And I know and I now understand that when I do feel better, the things and experience and money that I want must come. As easily as air flows in and out of my being, so it is with money. My desires draw it in, and my ease of thought lets it flow out, in and out, in and out, ever flowing, always easy, whatever I desire, whenever I desire, as much as I desire, in and out. There is no right or wrong way to tell your improved story. It can be about your past, present, or future experiences. The only criterion that is important is that you can be conscious of your intent to tell a better feeling, improved version of your story. Telling many good feeling short stories throughout your day will change your point of attraction. Just remember that the story you tell is the basis of your life. So tell it the way you want it to be. That's it. So next, tomorrow we go into the part 3, maintaining my physical well-being. But wow, so good. So good. Good information. So love you guys so much. Happy beautiful day. By the way, Marianne, we have Marianne here. Happy beautiful day. I wish you all the best. I wish you feel that you can, and I wish you that you feel and that you can know that you always can feel better. There's always an improvement in your feelings. There's always a way through to feel better and better and better. There's never an energy that goes backwards. It's moving forward. That is the energy of who you are. And there is unlimited potential for feeling good. There's potential to always having a feel good story to tell and feeling better and better and better. And to tell your new story to yourself, feeling it the way you want it to be. And then improvements in your thoughts around it and your feelings will occur, which will be more and more. And as you're telling your new story the way you want it to be, so it must be experienced more and more. It's a law because that's how the way you think and feel, and now telling more and more often every day the story you want, how you want it to be, but the story that you want it to be, the feeling of all of it. And then more to come. So love you guys so much and see you tomorrow. Namaste. Enjoy. Good. So good.